HANMEDITATIONS.
What happens, if you try to settle down? I have understood Vedanta, I am Brahman. If you try to settle down there, what will happen? Thoughts keep coming to the mind. Simple. Swami Prabhavananda ji in his book, Sermon on the Mount According to Vedanta, when he's talking about blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. He says, try this. What do you mean by pure of heart? How do I know I'm not pure of heart? Try this. Make up your mind, I'm going to think about God. Only about God and nothing else, in whatever form you're used to. Settle down seriously, quietly, and try it. Within a minute, within 2 minutes, you will find other thoughts crowding. Almost all people have this experience. This is the sign of the impurity of the heart.
That's really interesting, because if you are pure of heart, I guess you would just think of God and only God at all times, and you'd be on that high vibration of God. And I like that what he said about the book, because whenever he mentions stuff like that, I'm like, yo, I'm going to go research that book and I'm going to go buy it and read it. And then I'll have more information to tell you guys, because I'm always in a constant state of learning and obtaining knowledge. And that's why if you guys are watching this channel, you guys like learning too. You guys like serving God. You guys like, gaining new knowledge. And right now I'm actually listening to lectures about Voltaire, who was alive in the 18th century in France and in England as well. And he was a great philosopher, and he was a part of the Enlightenment movement in France. So it's very interesting to learn about him. And I'm also learning about lectures about France in the time of Napoleon and the revolution. So I just like learning about all different information and knowledge, and you'll never know when you need this knowledge and when it'll come to you. But what Swami says is that is a good test. If you're pure heart, you say, I'm going to think about God and God only, and then you're only going to think about God. And then it's in just saying, I'm going to think about one thing, your mind will naturally wander to different topics and different things. But it is really good and awesome to be a part of that meditation, because even when I meditate, I'm going to try it tonight, but whenever I try and think of one thing, I pretty much do think of one thing. So I started this channel just to help other people. And I said, if even one person hears it and enjoys what I'm saying and it changes them, then that's all I need. Because the butterfly effect says that changing one person will change the entire world. So we're all changing the world just watching this video, just spreading this information. So like the video and spread it if you truly like hearing this kind of information. And I can't wait to read this book, guys, Sermon on the Mount about Vedanta. Ooh, I'm going to read this. I'm going to do a full review. I'm actually reading Sadhguru's book as well right now. And it's really interesting hearing how he was always kind of a spatial thinker and a different thinker, even as a kid, and never really liked going to school. And he was always in deep thought and had these deep meditations where he felt oneness upon the world. And I love that kind of information and knowledge and hearing and learning about these people, because once you learn about these great people, then you can become great yourself, because they give you a blueprint for who you can become. So, Kelly, what do you think about being pure of heart? And do you think is there any other tests that you can do? Do you just believe in meditation and listening to it, or what? It's an interesting topic to talk about for sure.
Yeah, that was a good point he made. I never would have thought of it in that way, but it definitely makes sense. And, if you do go to meditate or just focus on God and you do get distracted, I mean, that's okay. You just have to do it more often. And, the way that we form new habits and change our ways is by having that discipline and making ourselves do it more and more and more and more until it does become natural, just like forming a new habit. And we also do A Course in Miracles, the daily lessons, and it's constantly, these daily lessons are saying, okay, at the top of every hour for 1 minute, just focus on God for 10 minutes in a day, focus on God for half an hour. And it's always focusing on God and having more gratitude and just strengthening your heart for God. And It's just what I just said. It's having that discipline, doing it more and more and more until it does become second nature, natural, so that you can have that pure of heart. You're just strengthening it more and more and more. So if that happens, I mean, that's normal. Of course, I get distracted during meditations at times. We all do. So just do it more and more, and it will be better for you.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. So the more you practice it And the more you practice it in your life, about the other video, how we just talked about, you can honor God in everything you do. Even when you're working, whenever you're out doing whatever you're doing, you can be honoring God. So practicing that and honoring God in every single way will then translate to you becoming more pure of heart. So if you want to be more pure of heart, then you have to figure out how you can honor God in every single thing you do. And knowing that everything is God, everything is Ishvara, you should be honoring everything and everything you do. And that is the perfect sweet spot. Everything is Ishvara. So if you honor everything and you honor everything and everything you do, then you become pure of heart. Please spread this video. Please spread this content. Let people know and let people see this content, and let's start a movement to change. Let's start a movement to change the way people think and the way people are in reality, putting out positivity. Thank you guys for watching.
Absolutely. People need this information. It is so good. It's so positive. So share it, like it, comment it, share it with everyone you know that could use it, which is everyone. And if you did like this video, definitely check out these videos on the screen. You will love those. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching.